Wyatt, double check. I think we're live.
Cool. Let's see.
Puppy. Excuse me, Harley. Oof.
There we are. Excellent.
We are live and only 59 minutes late.
Figured out.
Now we just have to figure out if anybody's going to be following. So I would recommend there is a lag between you and I talking, Wyatt, and what's appearing on Facebook because I have a little screen that shows me.
Same here for Twitch. Sounds good. Okay, I can roll with it though.
Okay, so let's see if anybody is. Hey, can you have Cassie is she busy?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, you can look
I
on
am
your
tuned in,
phone.
right? Yep, I'm tuned in.
Okay. I don't know if there's a chat on Facebook. Is there a chat or anything? Welcome, Facebook. Welcome, everybody. We are finally live. We had a lot of technical difficulties. We actually, the old computer is just giving it its. I had to go into the house to my regular computer because the old one was just being oof today.
It
Anyway,
wouldn't be
welcome.
a it wouldn't be a tech stream without some technical difficulties.
Exactly. An hour late. I think if you're only an hour late in the tech world, you're actually 3 weeks early.
Right on time.
I think that's how
Exactly.
it equates to.
Mhm.
Once again, welcome to the premiere episode. I suppose I should get a little closer, shouldn't I? Okay. As you can tell, I'm holding a pair of headphones. I'm doing this because we have technical difficulties. I'm hearing myself feedback, so that's why I have a separate headset with the microphone. Wyatt's laughing at me right now, like it's yeah. Anyway,
Doesn't matter.
welcome to the premiere episode of JW Tech Tavern, the weekly 2-hour show. Well, not today. The weekly 2-hour show to bring you anything tech, geek, computer related, or just plain mishaps.
Indeed. So I have my own mishaps for today too. My wife and I, we were deciding to do some steaks and easy dinner, corn and just steak and corn. So on the brand new grill we just got, I made a marinade, but it was an oil based marinade, and I just wasn't thinking. So I'm down there cooking. I have it going. It's scorching. Go inside. I come back out, turn everything, and it's like, all right, let's pour the extra marinade on. Silly me with my oil based marinade. It went right onto the steaks and right onto the burners, and a huge fireball came up right after that. So that was another good time. It was I christened the brand new grill with that one. Then after that, came right inside and opened a jar of beans. My bad. I opened a can of beans, and then my wife reminded me we weren't having beans. So then I had to put said can of beans into a mason jar. So there's a mason jar of beans in the fridge right now. And I never thought I'd see a sight so ungodly.
So, are you going to have the mason jar of beans tomorrow?
I don't know. I'm thinking I'll let the beans marinate on their own, past what they've already done. They've had some time to be exposed to air. Who knows how that'll change the process of what the beans do?
Okay, what kind of beans were they? I mean, what brand were they? I
They're
mean,
just
were they
Bush's baked standard beans.
they were in a
Bush's
certain
baked beans.
well, what flavor of Bush's baked beans? There's only like 20 of them, billion of
Yeah,
them.
no, you're right. Let me think. I think it was original. Possibly it was labeled a country, but I think just original.
Well, you could have put them in a pan, throw some bacon and an onion in there, and just let it bake for a while, and then you'd have it tomorrow when you grill.
That's a great option.
Are you one
Didn't
of the
think about
people
it
that
this often.
just like open the can, dump it out, microwave it, and there's your beans, or do you actually do something
Oh,
good with it?
I stovetop the beans like a pure, true culinary genius.
Pan, smoker, let it smoke for a while. Jeez.
That'd be nice too. In the world of time crunches, I'm thinking in seconds. But anywho, what about you? What'd you have for dinner today? What are we looking at?
Dinner? I haven't eaten dinner yet.
Oh,
I've been
that's
dealing
crap.
with
Important
technical
things.
difficulties. The last I had was a mini banh mi sandwich at lunch with some sour cream and onion chips.
What's on a banh mi?
Well,
What is? Mm-hmm.
okay, so it's a French bread roll. Then they put this because you get it at Mung Village. There's this pate that goes on there, then this roasted sliced red pork, then meatloaf, then it's kind of pickled carrots and
Okay.
then a cucumber slice and a jalapeno slice, and then they throw cilantro on there, but I don't do the cilantro.
Okay.
I take that
This.
off, and then there's this little bread spicy sauce that goes on it. Really good,
Okay. The cilantro. I don't recall. The cilantro. Do you take it off on everything? Is it that
unless
bad?
it's
That
make it.
flavor for you?
It tastes soapy.
Okay.
I've never been a fond of soap.
That's two people now. Check
Why?
the register.
Who's
I
the
know one
second?
other guy. Yeah, I know one other guy. He was an old friend from another friend's boyfriend. But since he's gone out of the picture now, it's okay. We'll just leave him on the tally for being one of the people that taste soap when they eat cilantro. It's you and him sitting high and mighty in there.
Yepers.
Jeez, dang. Well, here, how about golly?
So we had we had a big agenda, and we were thinking, fill 2 hours. It might have taken more, but now we have to cram everything into an hour, which is going to be okay because my demonstration is out of the studio in the garage on the computer that is not wanting to live stream. So going with
Born.
the
Mhm.
so let's go. Why don't you go ahead with yours, Wyatt? We're going to do a little jumping around. Why don't you do this week in tech? Start out with that.
Sure. So this week in tech, what we're looking at is what happened exactly 50 years ago this week in technology. Starting out, looks like we had the first Mars landing. Not only that, but we had the Apple One computer was hitting shelves, and the Z80 8-bit microprocessor. Starting off with our Mars landing. Why this one was so cool is it was the first successful U.S. mission to land a spacecraft on Mars. Of course, that would have been this week in 1976. We also had a few cool things about that too. That was supposed to be on July 4th. Of course, when they were planning on landing it originally, awesome, cool, patriotic holiday. Let's land the Mars rover on July 4th. But they were when they were videoing the landing site for it. It was it it was harsh and horrible landing. Of course,
You don't know.
whatever the word is. Golly, it was just bad parameters for landing a spacecraft during that time on July 4th. So, of course, they moved it back a couple weeks, and they finally found that July 20th was going to work out for them. So, which is cool. The nifty part about that orbiter is that they have the orbiter itself going around Mars, but not only that, but it dropped the Mars rover down. When the Mars rover was there, what it would do is it would send its data transfers up to the orbiter. That was about, I have it here. The lander transmitted to the orbiter at around 16,000 bits a second. Of course, at the time. What's also nifty is these were colored photos too. So
I'll tell you in a little bit.
yeah, it would beam up to, of course, the lander. It would go lander to the orbiter and then orbiter to Earth. And of course, the orbiter to Earth is where it took long. It was about 2,000 bits per second at that time. But what's nifty, of course, is that gave us colored photos showing us that, of course, carbon based life and possible agriculture was not a very viable thing for the surface of Mars at the time in 1976. But it was definitely a neat thing. At least it was our
Yeah,
first step to the red planet. You know. But
interesting.
yeah, definitely. A few other cool space facts when I was researching this that I came across. Uh, we got two. So first one was there was a neutron star. This neutron star is about 50,000 light years away from us. And the crust of the neutron star shifted about 1 centimeter. And the energy released from that neutron star, remember, it's 50,000 light years away, it blew away parts of the Earth's atmosphere. This energy release. Absolutely insane amounts of energy. And then the next part we have also was there was two black holes as well that were studied. These black holes were about 30 times the size of our sun itself. And not only that, they're about 30 billion light years away. So
Mm-hmm.
even for, just mind-numbing numbers, huge numbers of how far away these things are. And we watched it occur zero point 0.2 seconds before they merged and collided. And when that happened, it was the largest recorded transfer of energy ever recorded since, like, essentially the Big Bang. It's
Oh
the
wow,
most observable or the highest observable energy we've ever seen displaced in space. But yeah, just two nifty things when I was researching that other one. Uh, yeah,
interesting.
not only yeah, moving away from the stars and back down to Earth. Uh, back into 1976, there's a place called the Bite Shop. The Bite Shop was a not a reseller. It was a manufacturer. No, that's also wrong. It was a retail store. The retail store sold, of course, at-home kits, electronic gizmos and gadgets, fun stuff like that. And at the time, Apple finally was getting ready to release their Apple One, which essentially it was a pre-assembled motherboard with a built-in video display terminal. What
Mm-hmm.
you would do, the whole purpose of it was to give people the ability to plug in this computer into a television from Sears.
Oh
And
wow,
so, yeah, very neat. And so, of course, that was powered by an MOS Technology 6502 microprocessor, and it was among the earliest personal computers that ever offered these things. Um, March 1st, 1976, Wozniak, he completed the basic design for the computer, and that's where
mm-hmm.
he offered it to his employer, Hewlett Packard, originally, HP, and they turned him down. They didn't want it. So that's where he went to the bite shop, and they bought 50 units of it at $500 each. Pretty
Jeez.
neat. Yeah,
Huh.
the that same microprocessor in it, the 6502 one, was the same one used in the Nintendo Entertainment System, as well as the Atari. So just exactly how everyone's taken their hands on what AI is giving them today and using it everywhere. It's the same thing how it was right then when technology was first, well, really hitting the personal market and at home computing.
Yeah.
So it was in everything. So last neat thing was this final Z80 8-bit microprocessor. It was in Sega's first handheld console, as well as the Pac-Man arcade machines, and it was of course first introduced in those. And this also was nifty because it ran the existing 8080 software, which everyone was familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, it improved performance for data handling. So there's plenty of benefits to it. Also easier to integrate into systems, and it was an important role for the evolution of home computing and gaming and such like that. So this week in history was not only it was for space, but also computers and gaming. Nifty stuff there.
Cool. That's quite a bit
Yeah,
going on.
yeah, no, I see that you have some company going on. I know you don't see it either, but if we
I
were
see.
able to aim my, yeah, if we were able, yeah, my thing falling behind me.
Thing following behind me. I have Parker who wants to be on camera. Hi, Daddy. Yeah.
That calls for a tavern drink if you call it anything.
Yeah, my tavern drink is in the garage. And in case anyone who's wondering why this is not feeding on the Renegade Rigs websites, because I need at least 100 followers before it'll let me go live.
Ah, it'll be soon.
So I have Joseph who was asking me why I wasn't going live. on there, and well, that is the answer. I'm gonna, you know what? Since we're here, this is we've kind of blown off the agenda for today, but we're gonna try something. I'm going to try to connect to YouTube. Shall we
Why not? Let's
go
bring
live?
the company along for the ride.
Okay, so yeah, we're learning quite a bit of things with how to stream. So, if anybody out there who's watching who knows how to do streaming and all that, we're hiring a what is it? It's not a producer. It's not a director. Um,
Technical advisor.
Technical advisor, aka little bitch.
The hero.
Something that you want to. Okay, so okay, stream your. Okay, there's certain things that you have to do. So I'm going to do them now. I hope I'm trying this. You have to enter in all these stream keys. So right now I'm doing stream keys and server URLs.
As graceful as possible.
Yeah, as graceful as possible. Where's my stream key?
Dang cat. Look at this goofy guy. New streamers, new viewers, talking with a headset and another headset. How does this work? Look at
Yeah,
this
if I
guy. It's like he's having technical issues or something.
I know. Why would I have technical issues? I mean, actually, I want to see. Do we have anybody following us according to this? No. Are you following me, Wyatt?
Yeah,
Okay,
that'd be
apparently.
insane for me not
Oh, I
to.
have 4 viewers. I have five.
Yeah.
Welcome. Who's ever the 5 viewers? We don't know how to chat. This is kind of new territory for us. So, okay, YouTube is not happening, but okay, let's continue on with our 44 minutes left. Uh,
I, I think it's time you give us a good old wind down with your top 10 list.
Top
Something
10
to
list.
ease the mood.
Yes, I have to pull up my top 10 list. Let me see, I have it somewhere. Fortunately, I'm on my main computer. I have it. I just have to minimize every single window in order to open it. So bear with
Is
me.
that printout in the garage?
You know what? I think we're just going to start song and dance. Okay, does that work? Okay,
I can sing.
top 10 things. As soon as I can get to. Okay, here we go. If you're ready, top 10 things stormtroopers said on the Death Star. Yes, this is not completely tech or geek related. This is just tech or computer related. This also has some geek to it. So, top 10 things stormtroopers said on the Death Star. If you've ever watched Late Night with David Letterman, I am not copying this in no way, shape, or form. I copying it. Don't sue me, a CBS. Thank you. Anyway, number 10. Why are there so many portraits of that Darth something dude in here?
First day on the job.
Why is there that portrait?
Gotta
Number
read the
nine.
onboarding.
Number nine. I'd rather eat gas station sushi than any of the food here in the food court.
Jeez.
Number eight. No one will even know that exhaust hole exists. I swear. That was said by one of the engineers, by the way.
Yeah. No one's ever gonna know about this thing. Just put it
Num-
right into a room.
exactly. Number seven of the top 10 things Stormtroopers said on the Death Star. Number seven. What level is Cinnabon located at? Number six. Lido deck? Nobody ever told me we had a Lido deck. For those of you that know what a Lido deck is, yeah, it's a nice thing on a cruise ship.
I like the Cinnabon one so far.
Number 5. There must have been a mistake in the laundry and they accidentally used bleach on everyone's uniforms.
The black stormtroopers are just I'm the same
Yeah.
as everyone else now,
But
man.
they used to color code like Star Trek, but then,
Yeah.
industrial bleach, everyone's now wearing, white or black.
Yeah, one white sock in the laundry
Yeah.
turned everything bad.
Number 4, top 10 things Stormtroopers said on the Death Star. Number 4, it's so drab in here. But some new curtains and a throw rug will really spruce up the place.
That'd be funny to see the personal quarters of a lot of them. If their personalities are actually different or if they are true clones all through and through.
If you ever saw the movie Sister Act 2, I could just picture just an empty room that's all brick, but has this one little solar operated plastic flower that goes, "Good morning, sunshine. Good morning, sunshine." And that's all you hear all day.
Oh, I haven't seen that. It's a nun movie?
Sister Act 2 with Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, I see that.
The Sister Act series. There's 2 movies. There's supposed to be a third cut. I think they're going to do a third here in the next year or two. Great movies. They're very good movies.
What is the what's the one that they won't let this series die? It's it's not Fat Albert. It's a lady, Matilda, right? Something Matilda. You know what I'm talking about?
I was going to guess Fast and Furious movies and never let
No,
that
no,
die.
it's a comedy. It's a comedy. There's a comedy movie series where it's just a ton of these movies. Whatever. Let's move on.
Top 10 things Stormtrooper said on the Death Star. Number 3. How hard can it be to catch 3 guys, 2 androids, a princess, and a furry?
They're sticking out like a sore thumb. Truly, they're in the business portion of the business sector of the Death Star.
Exactly. Number 2. I give this place 1 out of 5 stars on Yelp.
Jeez.
Okay, that probably should have been number 10. That should have been lower on the list. I got it. I'll remember that next time. Top 10 things Stormtroopers said on the Death Star. Number 1. How long can we depart the ship for at the next stop, Alderaan?
Very, very, very short timing can be updated in a moment.
It could be one of those things if the Death Star was a corporation and they had to trim the bottom 10%, to cut costs. Yeah, you guys get an extended stay down at Alderaan.
Corporate trip
Go
to
have fun.
Alderaan.
There's a really good beach down there. Yeah, just go.
Check out the
all
resort.
expenses paid. No, don't worry about your stuff here. You'll be fine.
Get a force massage. It's amazing. Sometimes you might get lucky, but Vader might walk in there himself. He likes to oversee everyone doing it.
Exactly. See, that's how you cut the workforce down. Okay, that was bad. Even for
Jeez.
morbid.
Wow.
Okay, so I am actually going to do a count who's still here with us.
In our Facebook chat, Felicia's saying Spaceballs 2 is coming out this year. Did you seen Spaceballs 1? Okay, awesome. That is one of my favorite movies. I mean, honestly, beyond more so regular Star Wars and Star Trek. I love Spaceballs.
I do too. It's hard to. There we go. There we go.
Use the Schwartz. Indeed.
Okay, so anyway, we probably shouldn't leave dead air on as we're talking. So we're back up to 5 viewers now. Hey, just to think in future weeks when we're actually drinking, by this time we'll be doing shots. We could incorporate that. Everyone can do a shot when we have a technical
Yeah.
difficulty.
Every time there's technical difficulty or a moment of dead air, you have to take a shot.
Exactly. Every time.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Let's do
Writing it down.
let's do some news, shall we?
Why not? I got a few. You got a few. Let's do like two of yours, and I'll jump in with one.
Okay, hold on. Okay, tech news of the week. 10 years ago, something changed the way we play games. Pokemon Go was released.
Oh,
10 years ago, Pokemon Go was released, and it is its 10th anniversary. It has been downloaded more than a billion times. Billion with a B.
jeez.
And it actually is recorded as the biggest mobile launch event of all time.
I'd say so.
There,
Pokemon, yeah, that was a game that united the entire Earth.
that was the game that pulled us through um, the big shutdown, the big plague, the big COVID, the big
All
C.
the bad, all the big bad.
Before uh,
Ter-
before COVID hit, we used to go to Rice Park in downtown St. Paul.
mm,
There would be hundreds of people, literally
Jeez,
hundreds of us on a Friday or Saturday night, all playing Pokemon Go. It was awesome.
that's awesome. In Phoenix, of course, being blistering hot when it came out. That's where I was, of course. Um, Being in high school, my buddies and I, fortunately, we could drive right then. So of course, we went everywhere all throughout the night. Onyx is my favorite Pokemon aside from Rayquaza. So there was an Onyx over at one of the hospitals, let's say Deer Valley Hospital in Phoenix, and me and my buddy parked outside of it for a good 2.5 hours. It popped up. You know how it has the little footsteps, like you're near, you're getting close, and all that.
Yep.
Sure, I hopped a fence into an apartment area, and okay, I'm there. I get it, pull out my master ball. It runs away after the second master ball woof on it. That blows. And of course, begin the 2 hour waiting for it to respawn. But man, that game was awesome. Hmm.
Those were the times. But then it's kind of like a, I don't know. It seemed like for the first 5 years it was good, but then it just kind of, I don't know, fizzled out for us.
It No, that's very true. It just it lost its luster and its charm after a little bit. It was cool to walk around and do that, but then you just do the same mundane activities and you don't pull your phone out anymore for the purpose of Pokemon Go. Even though
Yeah.
Pokemon, everywhere you went, you had the ability to swipe and grab some berries or whatever it was from a Pokestop.
Well, that
Yeah.
they kept bringing out more and more Pokemons. I think there's about 18 million of them right now. I mean, I think they're starting to run out of ideas. I mean, they probably turned this highlighter into a Pokemon. Oh, it's
Yeah.
highlighter
Hilatamon.
Halatsamon. It goes around and its superpower is poking you in the eye repeatedly.
Blinding
That's
them.
kind of where it went.
Right. No,
Microphone dude.
I, I I do agree. Of course Pokemon's become extreme. Like it was already popular. It was way popular before Pokemon Go came out. Pokemon Go came out and it like touched new audiences, and then the trading card storm that of course was recent not has gone on an ups or has really increased in what's been happening in that side of the market world. It's of course, I think I've mentioned it to you before about how scalpers are. Those are the For the viewers, if you don't know, scalpers are the people that will when a store opens. Let's say Target opens at 8 7 a.m. They open their doors and they're restocking the card shelves. There's people that are going in there for the sole purpose of buying those cards at Target's pricing, and of course, Target doesn't have any more stock, and they're going to resell them on eBay for twice, maybe even three times the cost. Anything to get a profit on it, and that price is people that actually want to play out of the game. And I'm interested in Pokemon, and I've played it twice, but I'm not going to buy cards for three times the value for what the cost are. Because all these packs, including every trading card game, it's blind openings, just like how the Labubu trend was so popular this year. Um, it's the same thing. It's you're going to open these packs and you're hoping to pull something that gives you your money
Yep.
back. And 8 times out of 10, you're not going to get what you're going to get. But of course, when you do, it's a shot of dopamine through your entire body, being like, I made my money back. I could do that again. Shiny cardboard. That's gonna look cool. So, I mean, plenty of people can attest to that. It's difficult to find something you want to get nowadays. Hmm.
I just have this mental image of you in a dark alley looking like some kind of crack whore, curled down, people coming to looking at you, and you're just like, like that. And you're ripping open the
And I'm
decks of
ripping packs.
Pokemon cards. No, throws them, rips another. No, throws them, rips another. No,
Shit.
throws them.
This is bullshit. Ah, trash.
Yes, and your wife saying, "Yeah, my former husband, yeah,
Honey,
he was a Pokemon addict. He just so many cards. He just could have more and more. He couldn't catch them all."
he couldn't catch them all. They don't put the damn cards in all. They don't put all the Pokemon in the packs. How can we collect them all if they don't put them all in the packs? Jeez. But yeah, Pokemon Go changed how people looked at mobile gaming.
Yes.
Augmented reality too. That was more so of a well, it definitely was more so of a thing to the public before virtual reality was too. I remember, I mean, you know too, swiping for the Pokemon and you're catching it on the side of your buddy's face.
Yep.
That was so cool. And then of course, Snapchat started implementing it. There was a filter where you could have a hot dog running around or doing dance moves. I remember that one. I mean,
You
that's all the stuff that's just happened in the last 10 years.
yeah. Oh, you were what? Oh, you were barely.
I was
You
in
were
high
like,
school.
oh, jeez. God, you're young. Moving on. Moving on. So, PlayStation. It will officially in 2028 stop releasing their games on disc.
That's
It'll
gross.
be in the stores. It'll just be the box that you open up and it's a digital download code.
And that's because they're leaning towards the ability to shut off the server at any time they want, so they no longer have to support the game. You're buying a
Exactly.
code to the server, an access key. You're not getting anything real anymore. It's beyond frustrating. I Gone are the days of GameStop buying your games from you, if they're
Yep.
doing that.
Everything is going digital. Will be on digital download.
I feel like GameStop saw that coming, and that's why they started doing the "will accept anything" rule.
Yes.
Have you seen that? There's people. I've seen people dropping off taxidermied creatures at GameStops.
Okay. Morbid. Moving on. I'll do one more.
No fun.
The big release game for this year, Grand Theft Auto 6. It
If it
is
even does.
the release date right now is November 19th of this year, but it's only coming out on PS5 and Xbox. The release date for PC has yet been announced. Um,
Beyond frustrating.
every other game manufacturer has knows that this is going to be the biggest game. That there's no other company is releasing games except for one company that is releasing a game to go up against GTA 6, and it's a Barbie game.
Is that so?
Yeah,
Is that so?
yes. So the power of Barbie will take down Grand Theft Auto.
You mean Ken? If I can play as Ken, I think I'll opt for the Barbie game over Grand Theft
No
Auto.
Malibu Barbie, that's going to be you.
I'm out. I think I'll be robbing banks instead. I gotta request that day off. Make sure I have time to play GTA 6.
Well, this would have been a perfect pitch if I would have if it would be coming out on PC, this would be a perfect pitch to go to www.renegaderigs.com and get your PC ready for the not release of GTA 6.
Oh man, you could get just the most kick-ass PC and be able to stream things and play games without any lag or frustration whatsoever, issues with how the video is coming up. Imagine 120 FPS GTA 6 first day. Oh,
No, I'm not talking that. I'm talking
oh,
you need to buy your rig so you can play the Barbie game. That's the
oh.
game that you want.
My fault. I forgot we were
Yep.
going that way.
Yep, everyone should just go out, buy one of the systems like the Desperado on Renegade Rigs, which will play the Barbie game at 1440p at 120 frames per second. I mean, what more could you ask for? You're talking top notch gaming there, all at renegaderigs.com. Our
Thanks, Renegade
sponsor,
Rigs.
the sponsor of JW Tech Tavern.
Thanks, Renegade Rigs.
A day without a renegade rig is a day without sunshine. I think I might get that on the T-shirt as a logo.
That'd be good. I actually did hear one other possible game coming out at that same time in November.
Ooh.
This is a big one for me. And there used to be a game called Godzilla Destroy All Monsters, I believe it was. Yeah, Godzilla Destroy All Monsters or Destroy All something melee. And it's just like a Street Fighter, but for Godzilla and Mothra and King Ghidorah and such like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's also coming out in November of 2026. It looks like
Really?
possibly. Yeah, rumored to be around $30 to $40, which would be real nice compared to how the new way of things is going. Them being for $80 to $70 for a new game now.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's the average.
You
Or
know. Hmm.
actually, the games usually are a little bit cheaper on Steam.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
Definitely more discounts being
yes,
offered than any other platform. Hmm.
yes, and
Especially consoles. Hmm.
oh yeah, and you know what? People should be ready for any game release that comes out. Renegade Rigs has available the Dream Machine and the Ultimate Dream Machine. Both systems are dual boot. Boot up into Steam OS or Windows 11. Both systems are top notch for your gaming needs. You are completely set with either rig at renegaderigs.com.
Thanks, Renegade Rigs. Speaking of games, I have another news title for us here. So this one, Nintendo's rejecting the request to share tariff refunds of consumers. It's not a big surprise though. I'm only bringing it up because Nintendo is consistently just an evil company. They're just horrible. They I mean, uh if you've played any of those Pokemon games, they're cool. But while we're talking about it, it's the exact same setup every time. You're gonna start up. You're gonna walk into your first town, get your starter Pokemon, and then you're gonna leave the town. You're gonna go into a forested area, and there's gonna be some tall grass, and you're gonna get your first encounter. Without fail, the games are the like almost mirrored every time. And of course, that's just a small facet of where Nintendo seems to lack in providing to the customers. They sue people all the time too for anything Mario related. They're
Okay,
just
I'm just letting you know because you said the N word or the M word. If Renegade Rigs, if I get a lawsuit in the mail of cease and desist, I know where you live. I will find you.
I said Schmintendo.
Yes, Nintendo and Wario.
And
There was actual, there was somewhere where Wario was an actual character. I can't remember where. Wario.
Wario, as in, like he was outside of the world of Mario.
I don't remember. Remember, I'm old. I don't remember things well.
That dude's a hog. I do
Okay.
not. We don't play him. If you're watching the stream, you better not be playing him in Mario Kart.
Oh yeah, he's one of the mean dudes.
Yeah, he's big yellow guy.
Yeah, with purple suspenders, Wario. That's
Yep.
right.
Mario. Did you ever play Mario Party? Just board game Mario?
No,
Oh, it's a great game.
is it?
It's beyond easy to fall into. All it's just like the game of life essentially. Like imagine a Monopoly board, and all you do is just roll the dice on the Switch, shake your controller, it knocks the dice, you roll an eight. Little Luigi, I always play as Luigi. He'll jump eight spaces, and it's either going to be plus three coins, minus three coins, or a question mark. Something happens. But after everyone goes, it's then a mini game after that, and it's just a great party game. It's like
Hmm.
along the line. If you've played it, there's a game called Jackbox as well. Jackbox party packs. They have a ton of kind of like Kahoot. You just type in a server code or on a web
Yeah.
page, and you join into the video game through your phone, and you can play just like that. It's called Jackbox Party Pack on
Oh,
Steam, and worth the money. I'll be honest. If you're having a party and people want to hang out inside, worth the money. Um, but yeah, it's along that same vein of an actual party game that's actually fun to play with people. Definitely a good game.
interesting. Huh.
Yeah, see a nice spot where Nintendo or Schmintendo has shined well. But of course, still going back to that article, yeah, of course, there's exactly as expected. Just like a lot of other companies, they're choosing to hold on to the money that's coming back to them in particular and not refund it to their customers in any way, shape, or form. But hey, what are you gonna do, right?
Buy Nintendo stock.
Finding getting into this on the ground level right now. Jeez. There's another thing that's a little interesting. It's a top or a thing that's becoming so much more common, and of course, it's offered on every website now. Um, an interesting one though. Apple is offering. Of course, the fans are anticipating the release of the new iPhone 18. Um, Apple partnered with Klarna. They actually partnered with Klarna to offer lease to own programs for iPhones, iPads, and Macs, which kind of interesting. Not gonna lie, of course, Apple, as we understand, Apple's a high price tag product. Anything Apple, you're looking at from a phone. Well, I don't even know if they make iPods anymore, honestly. But the watches are around 200, headphones are around 500, and then you get to the phones anywhere from 7 to 1,800, and then your computers, which are real penny pinchers. Those ones are hard. I think it's interesting that we're adding another lease to own program, and not to mention, I mean, I think it's really interesting that they partnered with them directly. No Affirm, nothing else like that in the works. Just Klarna in particular to allow people to spend money they don't really have on, of course, new and big products. But of course, I understand people like
I
the things they want.
I think there are like 3 or 4 states, Minnesota included, that does not allow Klarna. If you
Really
live in one, yeah,
interesting.
they're deemed predatory.
Okay, and they absolutely are.
I'm shocked. Oh no.
Who would have thought? Jeez. No, I mean they definitely are their business practices, and the interest rates I know can be extreme at times. And beyond that, it's just becoming too easy to do it. You can Klarna your groceries.
Interest rate is only 329%.
It's a payday loan essentially.
Exactly.
Jeez. What do you got? What's next on one of your lists?
Well, about a week and a half ago, a computer saved a baby's life.
What it do? Upload its consciousness to Google servers? What? How to computer save a baby's life?
Apparently, there was some gunfire in the neighborhood. A stray bullet went in, it entered a house.
Oh wow.
The
Oh
computer,
wow.
the computer stopped the bullet because on the other side of the computer was a kid, was a
Jeez.
baby asleep. Technically, it's one of its RAM sticks took the bullet.
Okay. Okay.
The rest of the computer operated fine.
Yeah, was it running on AMD or Intel though? That's the real question.
I choose not to answer that. We don't want to upset anybody.
Okay. They wanted it to be a good story. They must have been running AMD. Just
Okay,
kidding.
here's the thing: AMD versus Intel. Okay, here,
Yeah,
here
what's so big about it?
here's the sum of it. Intel used to be the biggest. They used to be the most popular, the bread and butter processor.
Used everywhere.
AMD, yep, used everywhere. Up
Hmm.
until about 2000, before 2016, AMD sucked. I mean, they were the little stepchild that didn't really do anything.
Sure, they were left at home while everyone else went to
Right,
church. Yeah.
right. And Intel dominated the market
Hmm.
until the introduction of AMD's Ryzen chip line.
Okay.
Immediate release started to blow Intel out of the water. Performance based chips at a fraction of the price that Intel was going for. I built mine in 2017. I had a first generation uh, AMD chip in there, a Ryzen 1600.
Hmm.
That thing was incredible, and I think I only paid like $250 for the chip itself.
How nice.
He and AMD has been really developing through the generations
Hmm.
their processors. Has
Okay.
Intel, on the other hand, has kind of had a few issues. Um, More recently, like my home computer, I have okay, my home computer, the one that's inside, I have a 14th generation uh, Intel Core i7. Out in the garage, I have my original AMD. Intel had a little thing with 13th and 14th generation chips that there was an error in the microcodes of the chips that it
Uh-huh.
would randomly just ask the power supply for too much power.
Please
Uh,
overpower me.
yes, and eventually over time, it would start to fry the chips. Um, that went on for 3 or 4 years until about a year and a half ago. There's a BIOS update that you can update the BIOS
Okay.
and
Okay, so that wasn't a
everything.
bad business practice where they were
No,
like, we could run these chips out and make them buy more. It wasn't one of those.
correct. Then, as Ryzen came through, they developed the X3D technology, which standard chips, the way it's explained, it's like layered on a single layer, where the
Hmm.
X3D chips, it's the the lanes are basically on top of each other, so you have
Sure. Hmm.
more dimension, more power. Currently, if you want a true gaming rig, go AMD.
Gotcha. Hmm.
Where because they handle games like no tomorrow. Get yourself a nice like 7800 X3D prime chip.
Cool.
That is one of the best gaming chips. It's not the top of the line, it's not the lowest of the line, it's a nice mid range. It is one of the best gaming chips on the market.
And
Um,
is there an offering somewhere that I could find, like, one of these setups that's already pre-built and ready to roll like that?
Oh, why, yes. If you just go to www.renegaderigs.com, you will find, I believe it's the Desperado. The Desperado
Oh,
has the Ryzen 7 7800X3D, along with a great NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5070 to give you 1440p gaming on all of your games, including high frame rates on AAA rated games.
that's
So,
talking like plus 500 Minecraft frames per second, if I'm hearing you
oh yeah,
right.
oh yeah. I mean, Minecraft. You're going to think that creeper is coming towards you. You're going to be thinking, ugh.
Jump out of the screen.
I mean, I'm trying to pick up any items, and I accidentally picked up the puppy instead.
Cool. Okay.
Go Intel if you're doing a lot of. It's a good chip for production. If you're doing
Hmm.
video rendering, if you're doing live streaming, if you're doing any kind of
for the
any kind
layman's
of
terms,
production.
it's the working man's computer, where the other one's the gaming man's computer,
Exactly,
in
and
a sense.
I do have some Intel based configurations at RenegadeRigs.com.
Awesome. We
So
could definitely check those out. How neat. Yeah, I got a question then. With increasing, of course, just what's going on in the autonomous world, would you ever get into, of course, the backseat of a car with no driver in it? Could you bring yourself to do that? You know,
no.
of course, this is essentially coming from the robo taxis from Tesla's program coming out. They're releasing it in Orlando and Tampa, and of course, they're giving that a roll. There's um, there's another one that's really popular on the West Coast, and I can't exactly recall its name right now. I hope maybe
Waymo,
that's it.
Waymo.
Yep,
Yep.
yep, that's it. There was a group of teens. When I say a group, I mean it was probably, let's say, like a house party of teens, and I like to imagine how I'm picturing this went. There's probably everyone in the main room. Someone stands up on the table. They almost tip over a little, and they're like, "Guys, I have a great idea. Everyone download Waymo, and let's all call them here to this neighborhood." Essentially, what happened is a group of people called so many Waymos to one neighborhood that it was just, let's say, 50 plus Waymos lining a street cul-de-sac, and there was just so much going on that they crashed the Waymo server in the area. Nothing was successful going on. Let me see if I can find it here.
Have you?
Waymo.
I know I've
Let's see.
seen stories about how like 50 Waymo cars got into some sort of gridlock in a parking lot, and they.
Yep, here it is.
Yep.
I just found it. Pranksters summoned 50 robo-taxis to San Francisco's longest dead-end street. Cars wait around 10 minutes before leaving the area, of course. Each one triggered a $5 fee. But cops showed up, and of course, I guess what happens in that instance is, like, the cops, the car probably recognizes that it's being pulled over, and it sends an alert to some Joe Schmo sitting at home on their computer, and it probably triggers, put on your headset now and speak to this cop. Can
Wouldn't
you?
that be
I
a cool job to just sit at home waiting for a Waymo taxi to get pulled over and be like, "Yes,
definitely.
this is operator 2173. Yes, it's robot. It's okay. Just let him speed."
Yeah, I see he's stuck on the train tracks. I'm working on getting it fixed right now. I'm gonna have to transfer you to my boss. Don't worry, there's just a small wait. Dude, there's a train coming, man.
Oh, I want to be the person that says, "Okay, so you're having troubles with your Waymo. Okay, have you tried turning off and restarting? Make sure you unplug the Waymo for at least 30 seconds."
Yeah. Do you see the big red button that says "Do not push"? Yeah, we do want you to push that right now.
What error code is it showing on the screen?
That would be horrendous. They have to have 360 cameras in each car. Of
You would
course,
think.
yeah, I would hope so, especially with how the world is. Uh, yeah, it looks like Waymo eventually had to disable all rides within a 2 block vicinity until the following morning.
Jeez.
Dang. Wow. I could see. I mean, of course, uh, of course, as you know, I have my own electric car with its self-driving capability. Um, Truthfully, my hands never leave the wheel. I see. I can't bring myself to do it. It's honestly more so if I see a bird or something neat going by that just happens to get my ADHD brain just perfectly, something shiny, bink, and I look over there and I'm on the turn. It just makes sure I'm still turning. So that's pretty helpful. And if you're like looking away from the road for 10 plus, well, not 10, that's way too much, like 3 to 4 seconds, it'll start beeping at you, telling you to look at it, and then it'll eventually turn off, like slow down the car and so on if you don't look at it.
I
So
I no. No, I like to be in control. I don't have an
totally
electric
agree.
car. I have I have your regular internal combustion engine, raw horsepower made out of dead
True American
compressed
grit.
plants.
A man from Detroit, American grit, stuffed in each cylinder.
So I follow many people on TikTok. One of them is the EV Auto Alex. He owns
Okay.
EV Autos. There's like three of them, and he talks. He mostly sells Teslas. I don't like the look of Teslas. They're just kind of blue. But
They look like
anyway,
clouds, like someone blew a bubble.
so he
Anyways,
talks about them that they have the hardware for where it does completely self driving. I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to be rear-ended by a cyber truck, okay? With the
you
driver
don't want to
who
be
is staying
rear-ended by
ahead.
a mini truck, like by a mini tank on wheels. What are you talking about?
I
It's a
mean,
refrigerator on wheels, man.
well, the thing
It's
is, if it
insane.
would rear-end me, it would crush it. You wouldn't notice it was in a wreck. I mean, with all the angles and everything, you would just think that somebody wrapped it or something.
Wow, that's a neat chrome something going on there. Neat effect. I gotta be honest though, for as goofy as it looks, it does kind of scratch that Blade Runner itch in my head.
I,
For at
I,
least where
ju-
I wish things were in the future.
I just can't. The look of them, I just think they look like they're just some kid's little toy that has no
Yeah,
suspension that you're going over bumps like this. I no, I don't like them, and that I don't
some
want to get
people's
my
cup of
fingers
coffee.
cut off.
I
You know.
I have seen those videos. Those ones are good. Doing the hot dog or carrot tests.
So your hatch, when it closes, will it cut your fingers off or will it save you?
If it feels any resistance, it stops. That includes bonking my head because I pressed the button and I had to go grab something. So if it just bonk, it'll stop and go back up, which is
See,
cool.
see,
But it's annoying when you're
this is
stuffing
going to be
groceries
thing with don't piss off your electric car because
in
you're going to get your arm caught in that door. It'll keep you there and be like, you didn't say good morning to me. I am HAL 9000. Dave, don't turn me off. And then all of a sudden, as
Dave.
you're going, it decides, I'm going to start going now. Say you're sorry. Say you're sorry.
Jeez. Yeah. Oh man. There's in the same vein of crazy silly car things. Did you know so BMW doesn't matter if people like them or not. They have subscription services for the climate controls in their car. I that's you want your AC seats? $15 a month.
Yeah,
I'll
they've
allow it.
actually BMW has been doing that for a good 50 years because their turn signal is on a subscription based service, but it's so
It
high
must be.
priced
You're
nobody
very
wants to pay it. So
right. Must be. Uh, good old classic swinging jokes at Beamers. Oh man, we're coming up on our almost end time here. Do we want to squeeze in another story or another news article?
okay, you know what? Do you have one? If not, let me
I don't
find
have
one.
one.
Um, ah, French Parliament is backing a ban of social media for anyone under the age of 15.
Totally agree. Awesome. That should have been a thing. Oh, you just that triggers something in my head. You know how I got my first phone?
Um,
So
has the
no, don't
statute
answer
of limitation runs out yet?
that. Let's find out.
No. Oh, you're serious. Oh, um,
Oh yeah, we're good. Okay. So when I was in when I was around seventh grade, it was because I got in the football team. My mom was cool with me getting a phone, but she said I had to buy it. Right, seventh grader, I have no money except the allowance I get. So what do? I acknowledge that every time we go to Target, Target has these bins that are like, put your ink cartridges here, put
mhm.
your used recycled cell phones here, put other things in here. So sure enough, one day my mom needs to go return something. I sneak on over to the recycled phones bin and I reach on in there and I'm fishing around. I find a BlackBerry. I don't want that. I find a Verizon based phone that has some sort of also touchscreen front, flip it open keyboard on the back. That was a winner. I grabbed that. 2 hours later, we got home and I told my mom I found a phone in the alley. She was essentially like, "How convenient you found a phone the same day I told you could get a phone." Good
Okay,
days.
remind me if you ever come to my house, I'm going to check your pockets before you leave.
Yeah, that was a different Wyatt. That was a Wyatt that grew up in Phoenix. Good old Midwest Wyatt values and respects what he has. Let's give it to him.
Okay, one last story.
Sure.
One last quick one. The UK has legalized not prostitution, but plug in solar panels, the small portable solar panels.
Sure.
The UK has legalized it for homeowners to do. Instead of having your roof plastered with these big panels, these are small, they're probably like 3 by 5 size, enough power to help reduce energy costs.
Oh, that's
Because
neat.
before
Wow.
they were banned, but they're approved to buy these mini kits, and they're the solar panel comes with the
Hmm.
inverter, plugs into a wall socket to you don't have to do any wiring. You just put it in the wall socket, and that goes gives you energy that way.
Smart home efficiency type
Yep.
deal. Yep. I just heard about the same thing. Clear solar panels being introduced and how they could eventually be windows and such. Someone, a college recently just perfected it essentially. But that's a no-brainer in every smart home. Why not give it free power? You're already putting windows there anyways. Let's make solar panels clear. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's so cool how things have come so far.
Well, it's 9 o'clock. It's been an hour. It should have been two, but for the three viewers who are currently here, thank you for
Thanks for
joining.
watching.
Um, Join us again next week. Hopefully, you'll get a full 2 hours of entertainment. We will actually, hopefully, be able to demonstrate stuff. So, Wyatt and I are going to figure out, hopefully, get all the technical stuff. For those of you um, who have nothing to do on Saturday upcoming up, there should be a Renegade Briggs booth at Maplewood Mall. I will have a demo unit. It's going to be a custom build. It's going to be one of the more reasonably priced custom builds offered at renegadebriggs.com under the custom builder. Plus, I should be able to have a sample of the glass etching that is available on any rig at renegaderigs.com.
I can customize my rig with an etching.
Yes, yes, you can, Wyatt. Like if
How
you
neat!
want just a picture of your head plastered on there, etched into the glass, we'll do it.
How neat! Wow, Renegade Rigs. Thanks for creating such creative options for me to build my perfect PC.
Some things that we do the custom etching. We do offer a warranty. You get a standard 30-day warranty on all rigs for free, included with your rig. You can also purchase an extended 1 year or 2 year warranty, all backed by me at Renegade Rigs. My support staff, which is me, will be able to give you more information. Uh, if you have a problem with your rig, get a hold of the CEO, me, or the tech person, me. I'm also the janitor, the lunch lady. I'm everything.
That's a big business card.
Yeah, it is. I mean, my business card, I've had to get a 4 by 8 sheet. It's gonna look like flashcards pretty quick. So, yeah,
Or
I'm
you
the
give them a little
CEO,
ringlet.
CFO. I'm the everything. Oh, complaint department, HR. Hey, that brings me to a question. Would I stitch on myself to my HR team? I know. You never know.
I think you need shareholders for that question to first be possible. If
Well,
something
I do
happens
have
to you, what happens to
shareholders.
Renegade?
I have
Good
me,
point.
me, me, and me as shareholders.
Oh,
Just like our technical difficulties, us, me and
yeah.
Wyatt as the talent here, the live on air talent, we shouldn't have to have these technical difficulties. So, Wyatt, I promise you, since I know where the CEO lives, I'm going to march right into the CEO's office room, living room. area,
How
work
convenient.
area, and I'm going to demand better.
Oh, that's funny. We'll find out next week.
Oh,
I'm sure we'll get it
okay.
ready to roll.
So I'm just going to go over a couple of messages. I forgot to do that. You said wow, Wyatt. You were a wow person. Said, hey, happy birthday, Jeff. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Felicia Crook, who's my cousin. Spaceballs 2 coming out this year. Can't wait to see it. I've seen bits and pieces. They're starting to do interviews and that. Can't wait to see that.
Hmm.
Of course, I said Spaceball is the GOAT. Felicia also said, don't forget Pogs. You were too
Poggers.
young for Pogs, Wyatt. Pogs were like
Oh,
before you were born. They're these little
oh.
round discs that you collected.
I thought we were talking about the Twitch jargon. Poggers. Like, cool. Poggers. This is the stream. That's what I thought that comment was for. Okay.
Do I
A
dare ask
pog.
what a Pogger is?
It's just another term for like excellent, awesome.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just stream jargon.
We're Pogs.
We're pog.
My next door neighbor Victor said, "Oh, your headphone. Okay, be careful of your mic. It kind of went out there for a sec. Okay, you're good now.
Hmm.
Next door neighbor Victor, greetings. Hello, hello, hello. Um, Felicia. Oh, this is John. Good seeing you. Good seeing you too. Hey, thank you for joining, John, my cousin from my dad's side of the family, the cool side, the side we always liked.
Well, excellent.
Yeah, well, okay. So if we ever do another a different kind of a podcast, I can go into mom's side. Dad's side was cool. Oh yeah, love
Yeah, we
dad's
can hit
side.
families eventually.
Oh yeah, yeah, love dad's side. So everyone, have a good night. To my co-host, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you,
Stick
Jeff.
around because we're gonna talk about the 29 million disasters tonight.
Let's hit it.
To everyone that joined, thank you. Do you have anything to say, Wyatt?
Thank you for tuning in. Check out Renegade Rigs. Have a great night, everyone.
Peace out, everyone. Bye.
Bye bye.